Jaws, David Joslin Randall here at the Pillar.
I'm Garrett Hip here at the Pillar.
Garrett.
I live here.
As far as how the things, like what we do, carrying the torch, just copied what my old roommates did. Then I came down here when they moved out. I turned all the tables around the edges into the stage. And that's about it. And then things just kept going exactly how they always been. There's shows in this basement. Garrett moved in. He brought the speakers. People sing on this. And it's turned off.
Hell yeah, Garrett.
This is the Pillar. It's where the music happens, and we live here. You make it happen. We made it happen.
Jaws and I's personalities are actually disorders.
Garrett came up with the name, the Pillar. Yeah. It was like, man, this pillar's in the way. You can't see shit past this pillar.
And everywhere you look, there is a pillar, but not only a pillar, the pillar.
And it's got that beautiful little...
Don't forget the
Yeah.
high-tech soundproofing on the
Oh
side.
God. It makes it so much more easy to enjoy music in here because of that.
Yeah, the place pretty much runs itself. As long as people have a place to like take off. We're just a launch pad. People come up here and get an audience they might not have had before. Sell a few shirts on their way to somewhere else. It basically means like doing my hobby the best I can, to me anyway. Other than that, I mean, like when shows aren't down here, anybody like him, his band, anybody can practice down here. Not all the time. We gotta sleep. A big part of what the scene that like goes overlooked is our neighbors. They just don't care that we do this.
Shout out to our neighbors. This couldn't happen without them not caring.
Give it up for the neighbors! Woo! Yeah!
I'll never ruin them.
What do you think of the DIY scene? What is it?
Oh, it's cool that everyone wants to, do their own thing their way and be in a scene of a bunch of people also doing their thing their way and coming together. I agree when there's a place for them to take off. That's really nice.
Here's a place where like you're able to like put it all out there because low stakes.
You had brought up carrying on the torch. When was the original Immaculate Conception of the Pillar?
Had to be the crawl space. I don't know. Shows kind of happen. Like here, people hit me up. They want a show. I see what I can do. Like who else like wants something going on.
Live inside it. Wall breakers always get the best of all the crying. It's not the end. And you can fight it to the end when you let your kid down, when you fall on your knees. I'm trying hard to make it work, but you can't see forward if you bend over backwards. The universe acts strange, I'm in pain, but I know.
Jaws and I's the ancient ghost that haunts the house.
Where you guys hide the bodies in the brothel?
Yeah, behind that hole in the wall.
That's the body hole.
What do you guys think of the local music scene here in Joplin, Missouri?
Fresh supply of meat.
Holy shit, it just hit me, brother. I'm a little slow. Garrett, what do you think of Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs? You think that's some commie gobbledygook, or you think that's like the real deal, brother?
His what?
His Jeffrey Epstein's flight log. So it had like Bill Clinton, it had like Cosby on it, had like Trump and shit.
Stephen Hawking.
Garrett Hip.
Garrett, why are you being secretive?
I plead the fifth.
Fair.
Got me there.
Because he's not dead, but he got a little bit too intoxicated today, couldn't show up, so we're going to be performing these songs in his and mainly Juice WRLD's memory because, yeah.
For Chris being safe.
Happy Chris, but this next song is actually unreleased, so it's just a beat, so yeah, don't mind how my voice sounds because,
Come in. Each one's got $5 in their pocket. We usually take like 20% off the top.
What's been the worst part about running the Pillar?
All the money I actually put into the shows. We don't make any money off of this, and I put like $50 fucking in each thing. This guy won't even run across the street to grab water bottles. But the thing is, I did it the first like 7 shows, and now I just tell him that I did it the last time, and he believes me. and then he gets the water bottles tricked in.
Jaws and I's personalities are actually disorders.
Like, what is the importance of like local music to Joplin, Missouri, or like a smaller city, like a smaller metro where it's like an area or collective of different like rural towns and such?
Well, in the Joplin, Carl Junction, Webb City, Neosho, Carthage area, like Joplin's where the music's happening. As much as it is for Joplin, it's for the surrounding area too. What the music scene means for Joplin, so everyone's in it for their own reasons, I guess. It's sad. You put it best earlier. He didn't. I was just seeing what I could.
Man, I mean, for the people that are into music that live around here, it's cool for them. And there's a lot of people in Joplin that don't even know about it. And it's because they either don't want to know about it or maybe they just haven't met somebody that told them about it. But for the small community that really appreciates live music being available to them, those would be the people to appreciate it the most. And in Joplin, since there's not a big population, there's not really a big group of that people. Please play the keys on that track. It's going crazy. We call it Obese Keys.
The Pillar is a place where we have no control over what happens, so don't fuck it up for me.
We'll give back the chalk if you stop drawing wieners and boobies on the wall.
Yeah, stop. The last question is kind of like an extension of that. They were Jacob Boyles when him and Shelby came up with the crawl space. Jacob always just wanted it to be a place where people can be like as weird as possible. I'm not about that. I hope people are a little less weird. I like people taking it really serious, and like that's what I like to see, because I'm just like, not to be on our high horse, we don't take any money from this. So I feel like when performers show up and they're bringing their A game, I feel like I'm on their team. The more serious they take it, the less we have to do. And we're not getting paid for this.
I think there's something very noble about that. Like, you guys are really doing the Lord's work with not doing it for like an ulterior motive, like to try to do it for clout or for money or for the bitches. You know what I'm saying? You guys seem like humbly just interested in it for the art.
It was for the bitches a little bit at the beginning, but like for anything to be about the bitches, like you have to clean all the time.
You know, I was mostly part of it because, I don't have to drive to the show. I have the shortest walking distance to the show.
I think we figured it out.
This song's called Off the Pavement. Now, off the pavement, pour my heart. says my name ain't Lincoln Riley. Compromising isn't something I can comprehend. My heart is torn apart and everything I start will come to end. Bend, break, ultimately just forget it. There's a lesson here, I reckon that you crash your adolescence. Said it and I meant it. X's on my hands and understand I fix descriptions that are more than just aesthetic. My mug is warm.
It would be a no-brainer to play a show with you, man. So thank you for playing after me today. I'm excited to see what you got going on. Okay, this next song is called The Battle of a Bitter Hater. Let's go. Okay. I can register my friends, yeah. I can just pull on the trends, yeah. I can just grab in a triple and make it go ticket and buy you beers, yeah. I come up in the case, yeah. Bring it all back to the base, yeah. Never a minute is fun and Billy's that don't get a tell on my face, yeah. When I'm lay in my bed, waking up in the PM. When I'm like getting a new bed, settling some my whole life for a check. Killing my balance is trash. Either it's white or it's black. Nothing the lonely gets said. I'm trying to capture the fruit that I lack. I was not invited. I was on site. Social parasites making anxious autopilot. Never could decide it. Try to live in silence. Lawbreakers always get the best of all the crying. I was not invited. I was on site. Social parasites making anxious autopilot. Never could decide it. Try to live in silence. Lawbreakers always get the best.
All right, we're taking crowd questions.
Are you guys taking fan requests right now?
Yeah.
So, Jaws, I really did have to ask you this. Just, were you going for Fleetwood Mac tonight, or was this just like a coincidence?
Truly.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh,
Cut the bitches
Fleetwood.
I got a question for Garrett. Are you the only guy in this town who wears a bucket hat, unironically?
Yeah.
I gave him this hat.
But
My girlfriend made me this vest.
Do you want me to say? Don't you go fucking?
Oh, it is the Fortnite Battle Pass Slim Shady. He's got a bucket hat on.
Bitch, I've been standing.
Calm down.
Look at that. Slim Shady on Fortnite.
It is a
I
rap
was
show.
planning on doing
Don't
a lot
stop.
of this like by myself, and Garrett has made all of it a lot easier because he pays half the rent and he brought the speakers. When I lived here with Jacob and Shelby, like COVID had just started and I'd never seen like them put together a show or host a show here during that season, and I always blame myself for that. I was taking a lot of like mushrooms and shit at the time. So when our friend Abby got moved out upstairs, I took the upstairs apartment. And then Jacob and Shelby moved out, so I took the downstairs apartment again, and I was like, why aren't there shows here? Still sat on this place for a while until Garrett showed up. As much as we needed a place to practice, the stage was there. It was partially there. All the pieces were lying there in a pile because I had a even weirder roommate for a time, and apart from doing like yard work at random hours, he like put all this stuff in that corner. So I got my dad's power tools and I just screwed it all together in a square.
Why squared?
So far, since you guys have been running the pillar, not since like the conception and such,
Oh, shit.
what would you consider like the most
Damn.
defining moments or shows, and some of the worst moments in shows? You guys don't have to call anybody out or anything. Just, I guess, some of the stresses of running.
Where are you?
The worst, electric, just the wrong wires. We ran instrument cables instead of speaker cables to the speakers. People are getting shocked. The bass cable, it has to be plugged in this way. If it's turned the other way around, it will shock you. I like everything. Finding out what shocks you and what doesn't, that's the worst part.
Especially during a show when, you know, there's like a band waiting on you, there's a crowd, like, and they're starting to feel awkward because they're like, oh, what's happening? Do we still stay in here?
The worst part of any show is when I find out what Garrett's doing.
Best thing about the pillar, probably selling beer to teenagers and making like a shit ton of money from it. You keep that in there as long as you make it clear it's a joke.
Hey, long live juice, long live juice, long live juice, long live juice. I'm so scared to run because I'm running after you. Hey, and if our time is up, then I can't hit that note. Go you.
Also, this is artificial tension. We virtually like have diarrhea floor with how loose we are with each other. But when I give him shit, and he has to bring his A game, and his A game's on, he's a crier, not a fighter. I'm scared to push him. I'm not even fucking around right now. You can't put a lot of pressure on this guy.
Put a lot of pressure on me. Pressure's my middle name. Not legally, but
Illegal.
The most fulfilling parts of doing something like this, like you feel?
Being in any part of the house and just hearing it under the floor. What's the best part for you, man?
I'd say the same. Just the music and all the people. They're just having a good time. I've never heard of anyone in the crowd having a bad time, or heard of any drama happening. All happening. Everything that's happened defines the Pillar. Continuously happens.
And Continuum, that shit's beautiful.
What's your favorite part about the Pillar? He impresses women with it. This is the real womanizer here.
This one goes out to Budweiser chick.
Worst thing about the Pillar, the wieners and boobies on the wall.
Local bands always strive for local fame and then ask for more. It shows off the human greed. Jaws and I's personalities are actually disorders.
I try to keep my heart close. To hell with you. Yeah. So let me get one. Never loved me in the first place, so I left her. Only thing she couldn't get it was my chat. I got
I
it.
appreciate you guys giving your words and such. What is the future of the Pillar? What do you guys see here in the future for how you shows, anything new? Just what are you guys feeling for the upcoming stuff?
Yeah, we'll probably do it for as long as we can. There'll always be water and earplugs. What we are. Latest addition has been these pool noodles. That's been in the works for a while. We installed a fan. There might be more lights.
I like that shit.
People from further away are reaching out, so I think we might be like an Airbnb for the night. Who knows? For bands touring through, they just want to come through and they need a place to play or crash on their way across the country. They know we're here. They can sleep in the living room. We might put the monitors hanging from the ceiling.
More shows!
Let's go!
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Magical
I'm gonna be there.
place they call
He might be there.
Columbia.
He's
I
definitely.
had a dream I was jerking off in the showers at work, which don't exist. And then the forklift driver started knocking down the walls and everybody could see me and I was exposed.
One time I went into work and my manager was a different guy and he looked so different that I was like, this isn't my manager. And when I tried to leave, the door just opened to an abyss and I was like, what? And then I woke up.
The worst thing that's happened at the Pillar is that Redacted got chlamydia from a roly-poly little bat-faced girl. All along, there was incidents and accidents. There were hints and allegations.
Any closing remarks or any final?
What is a magical place they call Columbia?
Oh, it's Columbia. The classic method is you gotta find someone that's really good at flying an airplane. They take you over the country of Colombia, you jump out with a parachute. Then you meet up with the business people to get things you need from Colombia. And then usually those people are rich enough because they do business and they got a plane that can get you back. And repeat, you just parachute back into America. Colombia is a magical place.
Day to day, Garrett's on a binge, and I'm mean to him all the time. And the only time I can't get him to do anything is when it comes to the Pillar. He'll do anything else if I bully him, but if I tell him to do something Pillar related, you know what he does? Drugs. This has been a prank the whole time. This is an intervention, Garrett.
Bum, bum, bum.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Why don't we have a
We're worried about you, Garrett.
He really got scared.
You got
Are you scared of guns? If you see them, will you run? Are your thoughts more better? Do you think it's just those eyes? Read your mind, don't call yourself one of a kind. You believe everyone's blind, that's just a trick for your mind.
S. Ridey and Brady.
Yes,